Hi, I'm gonna open 3 packages of books that I bought online. So I bought these from sellers on Facebook. So these two came from one seller. So this is the first package of a book that I bought. So the seller has a it's like an antique shop. You can buy many secondhand stuff from her store in the city, in Quezon City. The name of the store is Remnants. It's in Cubao, Quezon City, but she also posts her the books that she sells on her Facebook page. So let's open this first package. So it came fast. So it's a book about mass media and people power. So this is a history book about mass media and the people power in the Philippines last 1986, a historic event which toppled down the dictator, the late president and dictator Ferdinand Marcos. So I think I mentioned in my previous post, the previous blog, that I like history, so I really buy books about history, Philippine history, and people power. The dictator President Marcos, the late President Cory Aquino when she was sworn in as the president. So there. Mass media and people power, a brief history of Philippine mass communication. So this is my first book about mass media, but I already have books about people power. So I have books about people power and martial law and about Marcos. So this will be an addition to my collection. So there. So this is the second package. This is the first of 2 packages from the same seller. So the books that I bought will not fit a single pack, so it came in 2 packages. So I bought these books from the online seller. The name of his page is Books ni Tess. So her name is Tess, her nickname rather. So that's the name of her store, Books ni Tess. So let's see what I got. So this package has 3 books. So let's open it so we can see. You can already see the first one, Silence of the Lambs by Thomas Harris. So it's a very famous, it's more known as a movie in the early 90s, I think. starring Jodie Foster. Yeah, starring Jodie Foster. A few months ago, it was shown in cable several times. Silence of the Lambs. And I think the other cast is Anthony Hopkins, who played Hannibal Lecter. So as usual, it's well packaged. So let's see the books of this package. Okay, and separated. Oh, they're in the same plastic bag. Okay, now we're gonna see. Okay, so first one, the elements of editing, a modern guide for editors and journalists. So I like to write, so I buy books about writing, hopefully, so I'll improve my writing skills. So I buy a lot of these books because that's what I aim. So the title is familiar, the elements of editing. It's just like the elements of style, the classic book in writing. So I also have that book. Let me get it. The elements of style. I think it's here. Elements of style. Anyway, I'll just show it some other time. It's maybe somewhere. So this is a new book, writing book. So the next one, Thomas Aries, The Silence of the Lambs, a very famous movie, famous novel about Hannibal Lecter and the detective who caught him. Starring Jodie Foster and Anthony Hopkins. So Thomas Aries, Silence of the Lambs, and the last book of the package. Okay, so another writing book, the College Handbook of Creative Writing. So just like what I've said, I like to write. I hope to write a novel someday, or short stories. So I buy writing books, so hopefully I will improve my writing skills. So this is the third package. This is the biggest of the three packages. This is the second of the two packages that came from the seller. So the second and third package came from the same seller. So let's open it. Again, it's well packaged. The seller really packages the books very well. books. One, two, three, four. 4 books. So let's see what we got. So the first book, oh, it has the list of the books that I bought. So let's remove it. So this is the list. Oh, that's my name. Let's cover that. So that's the list of the books that I bought. Let's remove this tape. So for the first book, The Voyage of the Beagle by Charles Darwin. So my course in college was BS Biology, major in zoology. So Charles Darwin is one of the influential scientists or person in the field of biology. So his theory and evolution. So reading this is really connected to what I studied back in college. So it's about his voyage while at the HMS Beagle. So that's the first book. So the second book, The Journals of Lewis and Clark. So I think I mentioned in one of my previous videos that I like books around about exploration. So Lewis and Clark, they were the ones who explored the newly acquired territories of the United States. So this is their journal of what they saw while they were traversing the unknown part of the United States. Unknown to them, but there were already people living there, the Indians or the natives. So this will be a great read to know about their journey. So from what I've read, this is not edited, or this is not abridged. So you'll really read what they wrote in the journal. It's not censored. So there. The third book, so again a history book, A Concise History of the Middle East. So I have many books about World War II, about Europe. So I bought a book about Middle East. So I hope to understand the complex history of the Middle East. the very complex mystery, not mystery, sorry, history, the complex history of the Middle East. So yeah, a concise history of the Middle East. And the last book, this is the greatest, or not, the best book I think of this purchase. So The Pirate King by Laurie R. King. If you watch my previous videos, I mentioned there I bought Sherlockian, or books about Sherlock Holmes. So this book is about Sherlock Holmes and his wife Mary Russell. So this is an extension of the Sherlock Holmes universe by the author Laurie King. I really enjoyed her previous novels, The Beekeeper's Apprentice, the Moor. Her novels, I really enjoyed reading her version of Sherlock Holmes. I mean, she's writing Sherlock Holmes in a very similar way like how Sir Arthur Conan Doyle wrote Sherlock Holmes, but the stories, the extended, let's say the extended universe that Laurie R. King made, well, for me, is acceptable. So it's as if Sir Arthur Conan Doyle also wrote the stories. So this is seeing this for sale was really a surprise for me. So I had no second thoughts. I automatically bought these books because I've been looking for this book for many years now, and living in the Philippines it's really hard to find this book. So this is the greatest find, greatest purchase of this batch of books that I bought. So another addition to my Sherlockian novels, Sherlockian collection, and addition to Laurie King books. So for today's video, we opened 3 packages, and these are the 8 books that I bought online. So a book about Philippine history, people power, so writing book, creative writing, and another writing book, elements of editing, Silence of the Lambs, so very popular book. So another history book about the Voyage of the Beagle. Another history book of the Journal of Lewis and Clark. Again, another history book, concise history of the Middle East. And the best purchase for this batch, the book that I've been looking for a long time, Pirate King by Laurie R. King. Pirate King. It sounds familiar because I also like the Japanese manga and anime One Piece. If you're familiar with the anime One Piece, the main character is Monkey D. Luffy, who wants to be the Pirate King. So it's kind of connected to another to to another of my favorite series, Japanese comic series, One Piece. So anyway, that's for another vlog, that's another story, my interest with One Piece. So there, this was a great purchase. So see you in the next video. Keep on reading.